let's start this demo session. Thanks for spending your time sitting for this demo session. Um, so this is just to give the content on how the document checking module will be happening. Uh, so people usually have the conception that to become a document checker, CDCS is important, or at least that person has to have a complete training in UCP and ISBP and Incoterms. But in this module, like this is a fast track module wherein we are going to focus only on the things required for a doc checker. So we are going to focus only on documents, letter of credit, and how we are going to check, practically how we are going to check. So if you see some people, they would have completed CDCS, but still they might not be able to check the documents. And we know people who has not completed CDCS, but still they will be a doc checker for many number of years. So that is what I merged here, and I have extracted what is required for a doc checker without CDCS and without full UCP and ISBP knowledge. So I have designed a 5 days theory class and then 5 days a sample mock check, which will be done by me, which will be shown how we have to split the documents and how we have to approach the LCs, and then how to check the LC condition, then UCP ISBP, then the consistency part. And so that will be 10 days with the 5 days theory and 5 days sample check documents, which will be done by me. And then we have 20 classes or 20 days class, which will be a real time check by you. The trainees will be given some documents and they will start checking the documents. So I will be there to assist. And at the end, we will discuss the discrepancies. So whatever discrepancies which the learners have missed, and whatever invalid discrepancies which they have picked. So in that way, we will get to know how to check, and also what discrepancies or what we need to look inside a document. For example, what is a draft? So what is the UCP ISBP requirement and what LC asks for? So those knowledge I will be imparting. And one more important thing by this document checking module is I have implanted the discrepancies in the sample doc check documents, wherein the discrepancies will be repeated here and there, so that it will get into our mind whenever we are checking and we will never miss that. So by that way, the scenario-based discrepancy approach is followed here in this document checking module. So I will explain what we are going to cover day by day. I'll just run through, and I will also show you how this exact sample doc check will be shown. By that, we will end this session. Maybe 20 or 30 minutes, we will end this session. So I request you all to put on mute. If at all you need any, if at all you have any doubt, please raise, and otherwise also we can discuss at the end. So the first class will be insisting on the importance of doc check and what is the doc check cycle. So to know what is doc check and to understand the importance of document checking cycle, we need to know what is LC. So in order to know what is LC, we need to know what are all the payment methods and what is international trade. So the first class will be basics. So I will explain all these concepts which I have said, and then on the first class we will touch upon the Incoterms aspect. So Incoterms will not be, we will not be diving deep into that, but I will cover only the discrepancy related part which is required for the document checking. So by that we will be ending the class. So I will be explaining the document check cycle, which means how the documents will be presented and how advising bank will be treating it, how confirming bank will treat it, and how issuing bank will treat it, and how a bank should be reacting, or what actions it has to take when it is in the export side, that is advising or confirming bank, and what actions it has to take as a issuing bank. So that we will cover. Then I'll show this Incoterms and we will discuss on the discrepancy part. So then we will see the day 2. which will start with the reading the LCs. So LC is the important part, and that is the first and foremost requirement for a document checking. It can even override the UCP and ISBP requirement. So I will run through how we need to read a LC, how we need to approach a LC while starting the document. So we will understand what are all the fields given and what are all the significance of those fields. And then we will see about the draft. So draft is the first document which will be coming. When the documents are coming, I have already included all the UCP and ISBP requirements. So I have formulated as a mandatory requirements as a numbered points so that we will never miss while checking the document. So whenever a draft is coming, you can take that mandatory points and look for those conditions whether it is satisfied in the draft or not. So that by that way we will never miss any discrepancies. Likewise for invoice, for bill of lading, address bill, for whatever documents which are covered in UCP and ISBP, I have listed all the mandatory requirements. So that will satisfy UCP and ISBP requirements. So that way we are focusing only on the required UCP ISBP clauses. So I will be showing the sample draft and whatever documents which we are saying. For example, in this case, in the second class, we'll be seeing draft and input. So I'll be showing the sample and I will explain the fields, like how it will be appearing and what are all the unwanted things which will be covered in invoice. So those things we will cover. So likewise, until day 5, we will be seeing the mandatory requirements of documents. So day 3 will have the bill of lading, and chart about bill of lading, multimodal bill of lading, and the non-negotiable period. At the same time, I will be showing the sample documents for each and every documents which we are covering, and I will explain the fields. Whenever the mandatory points are covered, I will show the related things, and we will cover the ICP and ISBP and UCP requirement. So likewise, day 4 will be having airway bill and road transport document, and we will discuss something on cover letter as well, because cover letter is something which is very important to determine late presentation and MC expiry, and also a lot of instructions will be given by exporters, and even at the issuing bank counters there will be some instructions which we need to follow, which will be receiving from the advising bank or confirming. And so day 5 we will discuss on the insurance document and certificates. So we will see that related insurance document as well, and I will explain the fields and how the signatures, everything should be done. Everything will be discussed here. So by the end of day 5, we would have been experienced in letter of credit, how to read the fields, and we would be knowing Incoterms. Then we would have been learned on the documents and their mandatory points. So those mandatory points will be covering UCP and ISBP requirement. So by that way, if you note it down or list out somewhere, so we can easily check whenever the documents are coming, we can easily check. So by end of day 5, we would have completed the theory part. Then we will start from day 6, we will start the checking of documents. So I will be showing how, like for the next 5 days, I will be checking how the documents needs to be handled and how we need to quote the discrepancy. So I will slowly cover one by one document, and I will also show you how we need to split the documents, because that is actually very important. Even though it may sound little weird when we are giving importance to that, but actually splitting and you know organizing the document is also an important thing, because earlier it was paper based checking, but nowadays most of the banks they have already adopted the online checking, that is monitor checking. And even due to this COVID pandemic, everybody is sitting and doing work from home and without this handling of papers and all. So we are also now focusing only on the online checking part. So I will, open a full real time document. which I myself have prepared, including all the requirements, like how it will be looking. So ideally, I will show like this. So maybe I can just run through you on how the training will be looking, the sample mock check will be looking. So first you have to open the cover letter, then keep the invoice in the second and third in the transport document. So that is a method which I'm following, wherein it will be less time consuming, and we will never miss any LC conditions and documents. We will never miss any documents going unchecked or any LC conditions going unchecked. So that is the reason I want you also to adopt the same way. So once you are experienced in document checking, you yourself can find your own way of checking the documents. So until then, I wanted you to follow this. So please open this way, like cover letter, invoice, and bill of lading. And in this lesson document, open a LC. And here let it be a running document, which I will tell you later. So for checking the documents, there are three major criteria, which is LC conditions, and then we'll be checking the UCP ISBP, and then we'll be checking the consistency. Ideally, all the three things should be happening simultaneously, because in a bank structure, time is very important. When the consistency, the clean, and uh, finding out discrepancies is important, and the time is also equally important. So doing 12 export documents is the expectation nowadays in most of the banks, even more than that. And when it comes to import documents, then it is almost 20 documents. So we need to cope up with the time and also without missing any discrepancy. So you need to adopt a model wherein you need to do it fast as well. You should not miss any discrepancies. So we will be starting with the LC conditions, and we will just fully read the conditions one by one. So we'll go and read each and every field of this LC, and we won't miss anything or skip anything, and read first as a expiry, then checking the late shipment, and then checking late presentation, because that is also a common practice among doc checkers, like checking the mandatory discrepancies, or they will say grid discrepancies, which are very, very important and which no one should miss, like overdrawn, LC expiry, all those. So that is a form of checking which people used to, but I'm going to tell you a different way. As I said already, once you are experienced, you can follow your own method. So just consider we have already gone through all the checking, all the LC conditions. So now, cover letter, we will be checking the originals and copies when we are reading 46A, and then we will be checking the internal thing. So when it comes to signed promotion invoice, so we'll be checking this condition. So this is just a sample on how the mock check will be happening, how that I will be showing. So we'll be opening a notepad or a doc pad where we will type the discrepancies and find out. So, so for the next 5 days, from 6th day to day 10, or class 6 to class 10, we will be doing this way of mock checking, where I will be showing how we need to approach the approach. So meanwhile, you will be able to relate how you have to start with doing the doc check, and where on what are all the points you need to check. So how you can split the reports, everything will be known to you at that time. Meantime, I will also show, and I will also tell and explain the documentary condition, which will have the UCP and ISBP. So by the end of day 10, you will be able to start the new checking. But I agree that you will be, doing it slowly, but you will be able to do a doc check completely. In that way, we will start the training, and I will also be there from class 11 to class 30. I will be giving you real time, doubt clearing session and all, so that we can complete the documentary checking module in a perfect way. So that's a small and a brief demo session on this documentary checking module.